Chugging.
Suck.
Welcome to Mindful Daily. I am Nora Rhoades, your Kansas State Research and Extension Family and Youth Development Agent in the Post Rock District. Many people believe staying connected is essential for family togetherness. One major obstacle that can impact maintaining connection can be distance. Families can be separated for any number of reasons. Long-distance relationships can occur over a few days, months, or even years. Sometimes separation can be part of a family's structure, and in other families, it's a new experience. Maintaining open communication about the 5 R's of family change can help ease the transition between together and apart. Relationships are defined by bonds and connections with others. Our bonds and connections with others, however, look very different when we are together and when we are apart. That doesn't mean they can't be strong either way. It's important to think about your long-distance relationships and the expectations surrounding how you are going to make sure that those bonds and connections continue to grow and develop and to support you through strong, healthy relationships. Talk about your roles and responsibilities and even your rules as it relates to each person involved in that relationship. Think about how you are able to focus on and building that strong connection and enhancing it through when there's many miles separating you and then when you have the opportunity to be together. Roles refer to household and family responsibilities. How will jobs and responsibilities be completed when one person is away? Which roles and responsibilities will be very easily adjusted to and can be more flexible, and identify which ones might be more challenging to take care of during a time of separation. Think about how you can be flexible and adjust, and think about what roles you might need to set aside during a time of separation, and they can be set aside in such a way that it's not going to harm the strength of your family's bonds. Also think about how roles and responsibilities will transition once the distance person returns. Rules are defined by what is expected of each family member, including responsibilities and boundaries. Some rules are clearly stated by your family, and others are implied based on your family's norms. As you think about your long-distance relationships and your time of separations, it is important to think about rules. Think about what rules you might be willing to be more lenient on during the time of separation, and if there are any rules that maybe need to become more strict. Are there certain rules that you need to put in place to help your relationships become strong throughout the time of separation? Or are there certain rules that you need to set aside in order to help you get through the situation? Routines include the daily activities that keep the family functioning. When someone is away, it is very likely that some of your routines will need to be changed. It's important to think about how you can be flexible with your routines. Maybe you need to implement some new routines, dismiss some routines that are no longer effective when you have a long-distance relationship that you're working through. This doesn't mean that the strength of your family is going to be harmed. It just means that you're going to be adaptable to that situation and you're going to adjust your routines to ensure that your family can successfully function each day. Recreation, special events, and celebrations will be affected by family when you are separated by physical distance. It's a helpful idea to map out how your family will continue to enjoy recreational activities, special events, and celebrations through your long-distance relationships. There may be some activities that you can continue to celebrate as usual with few adaptations to include the distant family member. And there are other celebrations and activities that you might choose to wait to celebrate until your family is reunited. There are 3 things that you can do to easily build strong connections with your family from a distance. First, build a schedule and focus on making a consistent effort to meet that schedule for communicating with your family even when life gets busy. Next, really focus on you being the one that takes initiative for starting those conversations. If someone is gone due to a long distance relationship or distance, make sure that you're taking pictures at special events and sharing them with them. You're mailing the letter, you're picking up the phone and making the phone call. Don't wait for someone to do that for you. The last thing you can do is, just because you're separated doesn't mean that you can't have strong, active, and thriving relationships. Focus on things that you can do together, plan activities together, read a book at the same time using technology, watch a TV show and debrief it together, maybe go for a walk together, and really think outside the box so that you can continue to grow your long distance relationships.